Ladies and gentlemen, I have run into what is known as a rookie's mistake. I had recorded this footage for this game, and I did all this stuff, and I finished the game, and I was pretty happy with everything, and I went to turn off my microphone, and I realized I never turned it on. So, as it turns out, I have about like an hour or something of footage with no voiceover. And needless to say, I am not the happiest person right now, which is really unfortunate. But, yeah, so I guess we're just gonna do some ye old post-recording voiceovers. I apologize in advance. This is usually what people, when they record video games, for, say, like YouTube, first of all, they check to make sure everything's fucking working. That would be good. And second of all, they usually make multiple save files so they can load their save in case something goes wrong. But unfortunately, I don't usually make multiple saves of video games. So instead, we're doing this. And I figured this is better than not having it, unfortunately. At least you can like sort of hear my thought process, and maybe it's funny because I'll be trying to figure out what the hell I'm doing in the game. Oh, that sucks. I was really happy with how this recording session went because a lot of funny stuff ended up happening. I apologize. I really should have checked. Yeah, my microphone just was not it just wasn't flipped out of my headset the whole time, and I was so heartbroken when I went to reach over for it and I saw it was already snapped into my headphone. I was like, oh no. So, but I digress. It's not something that I can really be fixed right now. We're here to talk about Gregory Horror Show, damn it. So right now in the game, we have 2 souls we need to be grabbing. In this night, there are actually only 2 characters that appear. There's normally a 3rd character that will appear, but he only appears after the other 2 character souls you have and turned in already. So we need to finish these 2 characters first. There's a lot of points in this video where I kind of look for healing items and books because I don't really have that many, as it turns out, in the game. And I kind of grab more than I need to, admittingly, at this point. But yeah. I'm also trying to pass by time because one of the things that I'm trying to do for one of the souls is time sensitive. So I need it to be a certain time for it to happen, which is for Angel Dog. But unfortunately, what happened for Angel Dog was that I kind of missed the timing for it. So instead, I had to do some other stuff instead. I'm trying to leave my room right now, and well, there's an asshole in the way. So I'm just looking outside, waiting for the asshole to go away. I would. There's a part of me that just wants to. I'd have to play the game again, which wouldn't take the longest, I guess, to get back to this point. I might just do that actually. I don't know. I don't. But so much funny stuff happens in this video that I really don't want to do that. Maybe in the future. Maybe in the future, when this game gets emulated better, and I'll do another playthrough of it and make up for this one. It really kind of sucks though. I'm heartbroken right now. So, guys, I don't even know what to talk about, frankly. It's kind of the big suck. The live commentary. What's the point of playing these games if I'm not gonna have live commentary over it? You know. But I digress. I really should just stop talking about it. Stop bringing attention to it. Let's just enjoy this for what it is. Enjoy my lovely post-commentating voice. Woo! At this point, I'm still fucking waiting for dipshit head to go away. By the way, you know, I play like a bitch throughout these games, so I want people to be out of the way as possible. Yeah, that's a thing. I think I considered going to sleep there to pass my time. And now a new challenger is appearing in front of me. Hey, what's up? That's my son. Out of the 2 people, before you had Mummy Papa and his son, now you have Grandfather Clock. I don't remember what his name is, and my son. The fact that his name is my son kind of shows you how much of a daddy's boy he is for his grandfather. It makes sense in context, okay? But he has the soul this time around, unlike the father. And in order to steal his soul, we're gonna do some cool stuff, aka some dumb stuff. So just for emergency purposes right now, what I'm looking for in the shop is Fruit of Time, yeah. You can use that to pass by time instead of books, which I totally forgot about, but I've mostly just been buying books this whole time. But I'm actually trying to buy some speed-ups instead, because they're just for emergency purposes. Honestly, speed-ups in the game are just a good item. They help you to juke a lot of like dudes really easily if you're getting chased by a lot of dudes. And they're not that expensive to buy, especially if you just like constantly go in the garden and pick up herbs. But I'm buying some speed-ups just as a precaution, I guess. I tried to exchange that speed-up for a speed-up there, but what is menuing? So I want to buy a couple of speed-ups. Probably, like 3 was the number I wanted to aim for, but I don't want to exchange this red herb, I decided, because the red herb is worth way more than the speed-up is, and frankly, the red herb is a useful healing item. So I decided I'm just going to have 2 speed-ups, and that'll be good for now. Making sure the path is A-okay. All systems go. So we're gonna make our way back to my room. I want to probably pass by some time in some way, shape, or form, because right now, actually, I think I'm just going back to my room just to see if it's safe. Just to have a game plan. Just feel comfortable while I'm thinking about what to do. So now what I'd probably imagine is I'm thinking about saving. Yep, you gotta save a lot in this game. Can you save over the first line? No! Like this. So in order for us to obtain my son's soul, we actually, if you remember last time when we were talking about, we spied on Angel Dog as he was talking to Neko Zombie, which is a pretty weird thing to have happened, frankly, if you think about it. He talks about how my son has this like special screwdriver that he really likes to play with, and also he talks about how grandfather clock kind of breaks down when you do too much of a thing. So we're gonna put 2 and 2 together and use both of those aspects in order to gain my son's soul. And we're gonna put more than 2 and 2 together. We're gonna put 2 and 2 and 2. The final 2 being my main character's magical stupidity powers of doing dumbass things to get the job done. We get a job done here at Gregory House. We do the big dumb, but we get the job done, damn it. So the screwdriver actually is in the storeroom, the same room that we blew out Hell Chef's torch on his head, as it turns out. So we need to go over there. I'm gonna save again because I'm a little bitch. And also Hell Chef is over there, walking around, and that's lame-o for me-o. Romeo and Julietto. I might not be able to talk about this live, but I'll at least be able to talk about what's happening. So I just need to find the right time to talk about it. This will probably end up being like a lot more of an informative video in that regard. As it turns out, the most productive commentary of all time when I'm actually thinking about thinking about it. So right now I'm just dicking around, killing time, discovering that the room is insanely small. There's a couple of times I try to check the keyhole so I can spy on people, but I'm like, oh yeah, the save room doesn't have a keyhole, which kind of sucks. Because peeking outside of your room to see people walk by is a pretty cool aspect, I think. I already did it earlier in this video, which I like. But unfortunately, spying on people actually makes a lot of noise when you turn, which I think is the dumbest part about spying. I wish they would. That's the one thing I wish was not like that in the game, as like an actual problem. Other than the text not matching up to what they're saying a lot. I don't get to comment on that every single live time because I don't know when it's happening anymore. But yeah. So here's the storeroom, and here's a box with a screwdriver in it. Makes sense, the toolbox. So we got my son's screwdriver that we just blatantly stole, which is, don't steal, guys. Don't like taking candy from a baby. It's like taking screwdrivers from a kid. I don't care how weird that sounds. Don't take stuff. Don't think about it. It's not good. Don't steal. Stealing is bad for you. Bad jujus in your world, in your mind, the mind's eye. Why didn't I save there after I took the screwdriver? What the hell was I thinking? That's messed up. Maybe I want to sleep first. What am I doing? Yes, the bookshelf looks beautiful. Good job, me. I'm glad I lose my train of thought easily while playing video games. Too busy rambling. When I'm talking and playing at the same time, it's hard to, I just walk in circles. That happens a lot in Monster Hunter. Metropolis Junket worked, excuse me. So I'm going back here. I'm probably thinking before I like save and get going that I want to buy some more speed ups. So since I went out to the courtyard earlier to farm for some items, I bought some more speed ups. Books? Yo, but what book you guys want to buy, guys? What do you think is a good one to read? I'm thinking Gunman #1, dude. The first in the series of books. All the books in the game are related to characters, actually, as you may or may not tell. You can only get some books at certain points in the game. And you can also only get some books from, like, certain interactions. Like, Olive Red Boys, you have to play his minigame to get his books. All of TV Fish's books, you have to get by shooting him and then picking them off his fallen over body. And they have some hot lore. Not really. They have descriptions, but not really hot lore. I'm gonna sleep in my bed. Because it passes by time. Pretty much a large part about what happens in these videos too is me being confused about the timer. Because it doesn't really say AM or PM. And like I said, I need it for it to be a certain time of day in order to do Angel Dogs. And I was like, is it AM or PM? I can't tell. So there's that. Meanwhile, I'm just waiting for Catherine to walk by. There she goes, yay! But yeah, it really sucks that the creaking noise makes noise. The creaking sounds make noise when you turn your head because it makes spying harder. Because you actually be looking at them in order for you to like eavesdrop on them. I know that makes no sense. But Catherine walked by. She went to her room, which is fantastic. So we're gonna go save, and we're gonna begin the Doomsday Project. Bad ideas. It's what was happening to me, I discovered when I was trying to spy on Mummy Papa. It's because I kept turning to look at them, and apparently that makes noise. How did Catherine leave her room? Like, motherfucker, what? She just walked in for like 2 seconds. That's bullshit. I gotta wait now again. I feel the frustration for me in post-commentary. She's walking the way I want to go. What the fuck? Anyways, right now, what I'm trying to do is I want to locate Grandfather Clock, whatever his name is. Big Papa? Right now, since he's the only character I haven't seen yet, I know he's in the lounge on the first floor. The second floor, damn it. It's the fucking second floor. Ground floor is not a thing. I'm American, can you believe? We got the screwdriver, it's a key item, so we're allowed to show it to people and have it interact with people. Here's James. James following you normally is a big annoying issue because it means, you know, people are more likely to see you. But thankfully in my current vicinity, it doesn't actually matter if anyone sees me because no one's around me. And frankly, none of that's gonna matter anyways, because what we're about to do. So let's go ahead and show the fact that we stole the screwdriver to the grandfather. That's just like the worst idea I've ever heard of in my life, frankly. She's like, look at this thing! I stole it! You didn't steal it, did you? Nope. Wasn't me. Didn't do a damn thing. I'm angry, man. So, you can imagine this is a bad idea. We're gonna run. Grandfather Clock's power that he has is that he can use his power to stop time. Is what it's like supposed to be implied. It's supposed to be the power of stopping time. I don't know why I didn't show you where everyone was. I was wondering about that when I was recording this. But for some reason Hellchef is here. Bye! See you, nerd! The speed ups just make my life slightly more convenient, running away from these guys. So we're gonna pop a speed up right now and book it. But basically when he has the power of time stopping, it basically just means he teleports behind you is what actually happens. It's supposed to be like he has stopping time powers though. So I thought about running right here, but unfortunately Catherine's in the way. So I'm gonna make an upstairs loop instead. I'm totally getting chased by these nerds, by the way. This is why it didn't matter if James was gonna see me, because I'm getting chased by nerds anyways. I was originally just gonna get chased by, you know, the clock. But it turns out Chef is chasing me instead. So once he tries to teleport 3 times, I think that's a number. I don't remember. Him teleporting kind of causes him to well, it drains his ability to do stuff. So after a while of him doing it, he'll kind of be like, I've fallen and can't get up. Which is fine and dandy and all, but I still got a jackass chasing me and I accidentally ran the wrong way. I meant to go downstairs, but I missed the downstairs. So I'm a little freaked out right now, but I'm gonna run over here and go to the other downstairs. Hi, Catherine. Bye. The speed ups really make this feel a lot more comfortable. Oh god, the camera's doing things. I like that your character clenches harder when you're near danger. It's pretty awesome detail. Hi, I want to go to my room, but Catherine's still in the way. Yeah, we saw her walk that way. Woo, fuck me. Let's go over here. Oh god. So now I'm going this way, but a new challenger has entered the ring. Oh boy. There's no dodging this one. Except for when your MLG Pro gets juked, homie. I cannot believe that worked. I was like, that's what I was trying to go for. I was like, get juked, and I was surprised when it actually worked. I don't know why I didn't turn left there. Was the Catherine over there still? Maybe actually. Maybe that's why I didn't turn left. He's still on the floor, by the way. Yeah, okay, Catherine was over there. So I had no choice but to go upstairs. But thankfully, at this point, they stopped following me. Because I'm too fast for them. So speedy, speed boy. Get the speed ups. So now, now that Grandfather Clock is that his name? I honestly don't know. Let me check. We're post commentary anyways. This is so live, guys. It's amazing. Clockmaster, that's what his name is. The King Wish Master. So now that Clockmaster's still on the floor, yeah, you don't see me. That's full of shit. I also have the remote on, which is a bad idea. Don't do that. I was trying to mash, and I was like, please get me off this item. So now that Clockmaster is on the floor, we need to. I tried to talk to him there, but he left. What a jackass. What the fuck? Which unfortunately resulted in bad things happening. So yeah, had I talked to him in that cycle, everything would have been fine and dandy, but he juked my ass instead. So basically what happens when Clockmaster is down and about is he's basically no longer a parental figure who can defend for his grandson. Or son, I guess. Son, yeah. Now that I know that grandfather's not part of it. Ha, I know the lore very well. I'm a fucking genius. So, yeah, we need to show my son now that we stole from him, which is also a great idea, frankly, to be honest. So, initiate butt clenching. Oh, this is such a good idea. Let's just run through fucking everyone. How does that sound, huh? Oh god, there's 3 people. Talk to me. Hi. There's 3 people parking behind me right now. My son's like, you check my screwdriver. At this whole time, I'm like pretty panicking right now because I'm like, please let nothing bad happen to me while I'm talking to him. So my son tries to call for Clockmaster to protect him. Daddy, Daddy. But Clockmaster ain't around. Because he being a little bitch. He's on the floor. Suck it, idiot. Fucking nerd.
When I managed to stop time, my screw came loose.
His screw came loose. Much like a lot of us here, it turns out. I think a lot of our screws came loose.
Daddy, what's wrong?
Daddy, what's wrong? He on the floor and he can't get up. So my son's gonna backpedal for a second. But it's a beautiful present. And I like it a lot. So please let me. I know for a fact that that text right there is not what he said. I remember that part. God damn it, game. That's like just a dumb complaint. It's like, why? But he'll trade his soul that he's carrying on him for the screwdriver because the screwdriver is more important than the soul, which makes sense to me.
I'll just
take the screwdriver back. Okay. 1-to-1 exchange. Thankfully for this soul, you auto pick it up, which is great. Because it means I didn't need a mash in order to pick it up. So that's fine and dandy and all. We got a soul. Now book it. Pro gamer moves happening over here. MLG God. I pressed the wrong button. I had to open the map. Oh my God! Get me out of here. If you get chased by 3 people at once, it's pretty good. I like it a lot. I can't go over there because there's another nerd in the way. Haha. I want to go to the closest save point, but I can't, so we're going back to the 2nd floor. 2nd floor save point really is the MVP of this recording session, what I've discovered. It does the body good. Because it's really close to where this staircase is, which is very useful. They stopped chasing me. I probably could have used the 1st floor save point at this point. Actually, Mummy Papa might still have been the way. That's fine. I'm happy that Lost Doll doesn't really move that often. She usually stays there. She does move, but for a lot of these recording sessions, she has not moved, which is great. She's been nice and stationary, crying about her doll. Suck it, girl. You ain't important. Alright, so that's pretty much all that we need to be, that's pretty much that soul down. We're good to go. Next thing on the order of business is we need to go, get Angel Dogs. Angel Dog, Devil Dog. It's mostly just referred to as Angel Dog, but she does have 2 sides of a personality. 2 halves of the same person. Whoa. So mysterious. So I'll see you guys then.